It's difficult to write a formal essay about Harvey Loves Harvey. I tried. I really like the work that Matt and Jason do, and I honestly think there's a seriousness to it, but I found myself writing sentences like this. At one point, you see both men crippled in pain as a roll of quarters smacks into their groins.
I'm Jason Dean.
And then I would start laughing, forget what I was trying to say, and start poking around their catalog of work for more laughs. There are a lot in there. As Matt and Jason point out in this video, they've been making art together for 10 years now. And as far as I can tell, they've made a run at every idea they've ever had. Some of them, like legally binding contracts for friends, are really good. Others, like obsessively tracking daily movements, are not, or seem convoluted to me. That's okay. As Harvey Loves Harvey themselves point out, the grand collaboration is an exploration of failure. To me, there's something extraordinary about that. We all have stupid ideas. Harvey Loves Harvey actually plays them out. Their simple premise is that every idea must be done all the way, squeezed until it's not funny, crushed some more, and then revived until it's even funnier than it was at first. Every concept is indulged, every whim pursued. That means remote telepathy, conceptual Mad Libs, and telling two sides of the same story in a homemade zine. Right now, you're watching a corporate training video. Later on, there might be a record to listen to or a website to page through. Forms are assumed to see if they work, and discarded when they don't, or beat again and again and again for fun. The projects revel in what researchers call negative results, or what happens when an experiment doesn't work. A toy smashed by Jason could not be successfully repaired by Matt. An emotion could not be accurately experienced by both at the same time. More negative results? What if every idea isn't brilliant? What if a song is unfinished? What if a proposal never makes it out of email? Is there value in that? Is it art? Who cares? I think there's something really true about Harvey Loves Harvey, and it's that we have to keep asking dumb questions. And sometimes we have to give ourselves reasons to keep asking them, to make art, to go on living. How can you test funny? How do we formalize a friendship? What do we do? These are the questions that Harvey Loves Harvey asks. There's a grand joke in all this, and like the best jokes, it's pointed and sharp and takes the guts out of something a lot bigger than itself. I don't know if it's the point of Harvey Loves Harvey, or even if there has to be a point, but bear with me for a second. For the last 20 years, there's been a definitive split between qualitative and quantitative research in academia, whether it be public health or English literature. Some of the time, this looks like softer scientists trying to buttress their work with hard numbers. Sociologists, psychologists, and anthropologists searching for inarguable statistics. And a classic example from about 10 years ago, I remember a professor who was using a computer program to analyze language patterns in Shakespeare texts. There's a limitation to all these numbers, all this research. Quantitative research works for planetary exploration and neuroscience, but you lose something when you break Shakespeare into a list of verbs. And what about the rest of the human stuff? Communication, humor, friendship. Harvey Loves Harvey stirs this muck. They take daily life and cut it apart, reminding us that daily life is banal and silly. But moreover, that cutting it apart is even sillier. That's the Harvey Loves Harvey formula, and what makes the partnership fascinating. Take an idea, act on it, play it out until the end. Don't wait for someone else, do it yourself. All this in the name of science.